Alright, here we go. This is a ranked 1v1 on Nesthorn between the Carbon player in the upper left-hand corner, InsaneFire in the Deep Sea Osprey, and his opponent, the blue player in the bottom right-hand corner, Bale in the Black Ops Striker, with 3 cooked turkeys trailing behind him. That's a really popular thing to do, by the way, guys. Having 3 of the same thing trail you. However, InsaneFire being a little fancy here with a silver star and his canary bird. Going with the defense open first with his jackals, not setting anything for defense at his close, which is pretty typical for Nesthorn, and Bale not doing that either, has 2 pre-built moneymakers set way behind there. I would assume it would have been right over here, and if you guys can see that red line, that is a new thing in this patch. They have added that interface little. Okay, so we do have 4 jackals going down at the close by Bale. Wow, really wants to prevent any kind of cheese as much as he possibly can. But yeah, they just added that red boundary for pregame, that red line on the ground that does indicate how far you can go. InsaneFire immediately going with him, harassed with his Osprey with no unit support. So I'm not really sure how far he decided to go, or well, how far he thought he would be able to get with that, with no jackals, no, you know, what does he have as his main tank? Longhorn. You know, typically Dillo maybe would have been that. Bale grabbing some creeps, does have some free attack here. InsaneFire has not responded to this yet, so Bale will probably be able to get this neutralized, and InsaneFire now finally coming back, but does not come back in time, definitely, to be able to get his outpost, you know, to prevent it from being neutralized. Bale harassing InsaneFire, keeping that moneymaker alive with just heal, and can pretty much do that for a pretty long time, but does run out of energy, so Bale will probably get this. No, InsaneFire could probably have just dropped down there, body blocked for it, and shot down Bale, you know, forcing him away from the area, but does lose 1 moneymaker, and Bale only cost him creeps to do that attack, and in the entire time has just been building up, has 5 jackals in his build queue, and now is starting to send them out. Oh no, where is he going with them? Is he going to do a hold position? No, he is not. He is going straight with this attack here at this close. Will he be grabbing these 2 jackals? No, just going with these 2. InsaneFire still doing, focusing on his mid fight, not responded to that attack yet at the top. And Bale has been able to neutralize it. Is he going to be trying to grab it? No, just bringing more jackals. This is really, really strange. I'm not really sure why Bale has decided to go attack that, you know, those mid-centered Longhorn, I guess, to kind of distract them from attacking the other neutrals, but I mean, it definitely would have been more productive to maybe send them to the fort, or, you know, kill some moneymakers, or what he did just now was to bring creeps and take this outpost under his control, and InsaneFire has nothing to answer this with, really. And Bale has been able to bring a bunch of jackals here already, and I think these came actually from the ones that were sent a little while ago. Were sent on capture, and now InsaneFire not bringing any units. I think he was trying to save that Longhorn, but now with 4 creeps of his own, maybe would want to try to counter cheese, but Bale does have those 4 jackals at his close, so I don't think it would be very successful at all. And now Bale bringing creeps of his own will probably be able to get this under. No, he does not. He needs 1 more creep. Does land for a little bit of energy. Oh, and does barely have enough energy. Oh, but it did go under his control. Oh, there was a soldier over there that got spawned from a jackal, luckily enough from Bale. And Bale now sending out. Is he sending those out on capture or attack? These were set on capture, which will probably be able to neutralize that forward outpost. Actually, all of them were set on capture. Bale gonna lose this forward outpost, but or this close outpost, but probably will be able to neutralize and capture this this forward. Not really too much spending by Bale. He's just spamming jackals, which are really not that expensive nowadays, and so he's really, really high on his credits right now. He's 57,000 in his bank, and still just spamming jackals. And InsaneFire now be able to kill 1 moneymaker and I think 2 jackals along with that. Bringing 2 jackals in support, definitely a good idea to bring a couple cheap units to add some DPS to your harass if you can afford it, and if you can't afford the energy it takes to transport them. But now Bale with that forward under his control. InsaneFire does have a couple of Longhorn coming out here. He does have them hidden in these trees. Oh, well, this one not completely hidden, but I doubt Bale will actually scout that AZ. He's really, really focused on this forward fight. And you know, forward to this close fight, and now coming out with more tanks and some seekers. Still has plenty of credits in his bank, 25,000, even though pretty much filling his build queue with units. And now InsaneFire with a lot of hidden Longhorn here. Bale still has not really scouted that. I guess he can kind of technically see them now, but I doubt he's actually noticed that. He was trying to get some units killed. I don't think he was able to actually get any kill just there. No, he was able to get a Longhorn to smoking gray. But let's see if InsaneFire can actually, well, in bringing some Seekers, I'm not really exactly sure why he just Seekers. oh, what were these? Were these Longhorn? I'm not really sure. I was not paying attention, but whatever they were, they all died because just stacking them right next to all these Longhorns sitting here, definitely not a good idea. Bale able to do a lot more harass here. We'll probably get this moneymaker. No, InsaneFire is here to heal it up and does drop a Jackal to deter Bale out of the area, but it's not really working. I mean, just a single Jackal. Obviously, Seeker would have been a better choice, but he doesn't have any in his queue or any out of the field close by. And Bale still continuing his harass. 25,000 in his bank still. Full queue of Longhorn, so who knows what he's going to do with that. Oh, but InsaneFire actually sent that secret cluster of Longhorn, but he is not supporting it. He is just he is not setting them to capture or anything. They have been able to neutralize this outpost, and is he coming with creeps? No, he's instead focusing on this forward fight here. But you know, I mean, he could take Bale's forward right now. Where is Bale going? Is he okay, he is setting these Longhorn here. It probably did send them to capture, but InsaneFire coming back with nothing. And now just able to grab 2 of his Longhorn, pretty much just could have brought those over manually if there's only 2 alive now, and trying to get whatever attack he can on this outpost, or on this fort. In the meantime, we do have these Longhorn. Oh, those Longhorn are actually passing that outpost, so they weren't set on capture, they were set on attack. And Bale finishing off InsaneFire on the way back to his close outpost. And Bale now sending his Longhorn. Definitely has a lot. Oh, but InsaneFire had a couple set over here too. I guess he set them to hold position. And now coming back to the fight, but you know, definitely does have to, yes, retreat them away. Has plenty of stuff in his build queue. Well, doesn't really have too many tanks, just had those 2. The rest were Sam's, and he is now dropping them, so they will add DPS to whatever Bale has out here. But you know, Bale not repositioning. He probably wants to start repositioning these Longhorn, putting them on the sides and all that stuff. They are getting killed pretty easily by the tanks that InsaneFire has stationed over there. And Bale actually has lost this forward outpost because he just sent everything. It was a complete all-in. Oh, but now these tanks set on oh, well, he didn't actually set them out. Okay, he had them mass command highlighted, but now does grab enough creeps to take this outpost under his control. Now sending out the tanks manually. It's kind of strange to see that actually nowadays when you know, mass commands is in effect. You can pretty much just set them all down and then set them all to go at the same time. Oh, but InsaneFire actually sent a couple tanks out here, and they all got killed by Bale's moving tanks. Where is InsaneFire going? Okay, now concentrating on the defense. But little does he know that the Bale has like a 6 Longhorn deep push coming out, with a bunch of Seekers trailing behind, and InsaneFire just doing a quick scout. I'm not really sure. Maybe he's trying to find something to harass, but Insane, look at all these tanks over here. They are coming for your fort. Bale did not set them to capture. If he set them to capture, I think InsaneFire might actually have lost this forward outpost, as there is nothing but a Seeker and a couple of other tanks sitting over here to defend. And Bale puts up an artillery. Can just set that and forget it. Doesn't actually have to stay there and maintain it. Now Bale actually sent these on. Oh, these were actually on capture too. These were not on attack, but because they were sent from here-ish, I guess they were technically closer to this close than the actual forward, strangely enough. Either that or Bale did mass command change them to capture when they got to the close, which is a little bit interesting to see. Because it was so telegraphed, and InsaneFire had a lot of time to respond. If he went for directly this outpost, which actually has been neutralized already, and 1 creep left to actually take it, but now InsaneFire trying to desperately take back his close. Bale a little bit misfiring here, just shooting down creeps for some strange reason, while there are tanks and moneymakers there to actually kill, which will actually cause InsaneFire to lose, you know, to lose invested credits. And now we do have a couple of tanks that have been able to make their way up to that fort. InsaneFire finishing them off pretty quickly. Seeker gonna get killed by that Longhorn. InsaneFire dropped as well. InsaneFire a little bit starved for credits. It's 13 to 33 in terms of upkeep, and InsaneFire way behind. Now InsaneFire just dropped. Okay, does take care of that artillery by dropping a Longhorn behind it. And now Bale moving out once more. Does have a couple of tanks set. They are kind of doing their split path thing, going for the fort, while Bale keeps InsaneFire busy here at the close. Bale is doing actually a pretty good job of distracting InsaneFire, and InsaneFire hasn't really realized that there is a pretty sizable tank push coming out to his fort right now. Bale gonna probably be able to, okay, he does take this outpost under his control and has a full queue of Longhorn to drop in defense. These tanks are definitely gonna be able to keep InsaneFire busy there at the fort. And then InsaneFire actually retrieving his one straight Longhorn. Taking a quick look at the rest of the map, Bale does not have this outpost defended at all, but this is still defended with those Jackals, and at the front door there are a lot of Jackals and a couple of Longhorns, so Bale is pretty well covered on the rest of the, for the rest of the map. As you can see, there is a 21 to 65 unit cap difference, maximum units on the field. And right now it's 13-36. Bale has InsaneFire outnumbered 3-1. And although the majority of those Jackals are back there at that fort, InsaneFire might actually be able to get this outpost neutralized. Yes, he will be able to get it neutralized, but definitely won't be able to take it under his control. Are there going to be some creeps here for him to grab? Does land, just in case Bale was chasing after him. Bale already level 9. Does he have any points spent into it? No, he only has sword. And InsaneFire only has level 1 heal and level 3 carry with level 1 experience boost. But Bale with plenty of tanks down here. Has a couple of artillery sitting over here with a lot of ratchets and tanks defending, so InsaneFire can't really do too much approaching there with all that defense. So I guess Bale just playing it really, really safe, not deciding to push in or leapfrog directly with those tanks, putting artillery down at the low ground to and having tanks to defend them. There instead, InsaneFire actually has this outpost well surrounded by, well, not well surrounded, but there's a lot of Jackals actually there, so quantity-wise. Oh, and Bale actually, InsaneFire finishing off Bale there in that Viking dance. And now InsaneFire with 4, Sam's going to be able to retake that outpost under his control, and with Sam's in there, high health infantry, going to be able to hold it for a fair amount of time. However, Bale with even more artillery coming out on the field, InsaneFire might want to just do a death push for the mid or the enemy fort or something like that, as right now it's looking very, very grim for him, and trying to dogfight Bale away from this area. And actually having this fort is a really good step to making a comeback for InsaneFire. InsaneFire might be able to start moving out and keep the pressure on Bale's side, as long as he can keep the attention away from this forward, which doesn't really look too likely. Bale has a full queue of Longhorn and plenty of Longhorn and Seeker out on the field. This looks like it will be game if Bale decides to do a mass command send on attack right now. And as InsaneFire's Longhorn are all stationed over here, all of his defenses are on that one lane for some strange reason. I guess he was trying to approach this this tank cluster, but it's just looking really bad for InsaneFire. 16 to 46 upkeep out on the field, and Bale now not really microing too much. Doesn't really need to be honest, with the number of tanks he has out on the field. It's not really going to be that big of a deal. The extra micro won't really contribute too much, and InsaneFire trying to kill what he can, trying to bomb down these tanks with some ornament bombs, and trying to keep his tanks alive with his Osprey heal, but not really going to work too well, as there are plenty of Longhorn sitting over here for Bale, and he probably will eventually get this finish. It's about a third of InsaneFire's health left, and there's still plenty of defenses or attacking units here for Bale, and even more coming out now that he has more in queue. InsaneFire not able to use that forward that he retook to his advantage, and maybe attack more on Bale's side, do some drops or something like that. But obviously the credit income difference was way in Bale's favor, as you had more outposts to defend with. So, it's definitely an uphill battle if you have a lack of outposts, as every single outpost type, I'm pretty sure nowadays, every single outpost type, even power stations, I think, give you a credit income. And I think even factories give you a slight power income. I know at the very least normal outposts do. I mean, long story short, more outposts equals better. As if you didn't know that already. But now Bale with plenty of units here on the fort. GG dropped by InsaneFire, and that is it. I'm a little bit afraid to hit this button here. Let's see. I'm not. Oh, I'm on info tab. All right. But Bale does drop a GG as well, and InsaneFire got a red envelope. So good job, InsaneFire. But Bale taking this ranked 1v1 game on Nesthorn over InsaneFire. Doing a lot of dropping right at the beginning, grabbing that close, grabbing that forward as well, and then grabbing the mid, kind of out of order. I don't know the last game that I've seen that was close forward then mid, but that's how it happened here. And definitely able to split InsaneFire's attention, keeping his attention away from where he actually was attacking, and Bale grabbing that close enough. A lot of tanks produced out of that closed outpost. and it was just a matter of time. InsaneFire didn't, definitely did not have the income to keep up with Bale, in especially the playstyle that Bale was going, wasn't doing it too aggressive, not just continually dropping. So good job there. Bale takes this game. Thanks to InsaneFire for sending that in, though. Not too many people are willing to send in a defeat, but that actually, I think that was a very unique game. It wasn't a typical Nesthorn mid-fight game. So thanks to InsaneFire for sending that in. If you have any games to send in to me, send them in ruizerix@gmail.com or message me on Steam and RUI. So guys, this is RUI, and that is game. See you next time.